I'm always excited to be here. This is the Beatrice Inn. This is Angie Mar's 21st century chop. So rude. This is Angie Mar's 21st century chop house. She's known for her long aging periods on her beef. We are here to eat a 45-day dry age hamburger, which I consider the most extreme, the most illogical way that you can serve a hamburger. I got my pin, I got my socks, I got my appetite, ready to go. Let's go eat. Chef's ready. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I happen to be in the neighborhood, and I thought to myself, there's nothing finer in this neighborhood than Angie Mar and her dry-aged hamburger. You produce what I think is the most New York hamburger that is still a hamburger, right? Because a lot of chefs will stuff it with foie gras, like gold leaf, and like, that's not a hamburger.
It's not a burger.
What you've done in terms of aging is you've taken it to an extreme that nobody else has.
So we have a 45-day dry-aged burger, red wine caramelized onions. They take 9 hours.
9 hours?
Yeah, there's a lot of love in there.
Most people do 7,
a lot of
right?
love and a lot of booze. So 9
Story of my
hours,
life.
and then also a brioche bun and Dauphinoise cheese. This is the 45-day dry-aged burger patty, so it's 8 ounces. I mean, you could just smell it. Right now, even cold,
wow,
you can smell all
of
the age on it. It's ribeye, short rib. We go a little bit higher of a fat content in our burgers just because I like the fat. It is a little bit of a thicker grind, but it really eats very much like a steak, which is what I love.
Don't let me hold you up from cooking my hamburger. Let me just watch you do this.
So I'm gonna render these down with some salt. Later on, when they are nice and jammy, we're gonna add sugar and continually add red wine all throughout the process.
This is all about time, this burger, right? Long aging periods, long rendering.
It is.
So 9 hours later.
And the magic of TV.
Right.
This is what we're gonna end up with. So I'm gonna get this burger started.
Okay.
And one of my big things is we only season with salt.
That's like Tony Montana levels of seasoning.
It is.
What do you recommend to serve that temperature-wise?
Medium rare.
Does it kill you when somebody orders this well done?
We don't let them do it. Yeah, there's no well done burgers here, that's the thing. So I'm gonna top this with a bit of Dauphinoise cheese. It's been tempered. You can see how like melty and beautiful it is.
So it's similar to brie, but it's a bit more creamy.
And then these are our
the coup de grace
caramelized
is the
onions.
caramelized onions, which is of course a classic pairing for beef. Those dark, timey sort of flavors. Wow. And it's very aromatic. You get the onion really, I mean, for being cooked that long, it still has that sort of vibrant spring-like flavor to it. It's amazing.
So we actually hand cut these. We let them sit in the fridge for about 2 weeks just so the extra sugars develop in the potatoes. Get that sweetness in the potato, which is really, really nice.
Let's eat. Well, here it is, ladies and germs, the Beatrice Inn 45-day dry-age hamburger.
Because this is such a perfect burger, I felt like we should have a split of champagne.
To me, this is the way you should have this hamburger.
Yeah.
At the bar, a split of champagne.
Exactly.
You know, why don't you do the honors?
Okay. I mean, I guess if I've got to share, I've got to share with you, right?
Wow.
I'm going to give you the big half.
Hopefully you nailed the temperature on this. Put the knife down, Ange. Wow, look at that. Perfect beef to bun ratio. Look at that. It looks like it was sous vide. It's so exacting. It's sort of wire to wire pink. Then
Someone once asked me if I sous vide my burgers because they were so perfect.
I mean, that's both an insult and sort
a
of flattering,
compliment.
right?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
how do you take that? Then we have the cheese is just emulsified, right? It's just like this creamy layer of unctuousness riding over
But
everything.
also look at the fact too is that, you know, we're looking at this and there is no blood dripping into the bottom bun because it's so well rested.
Yeah, you feel this. You know, we have something called the squeeze test in hamburger nerdery. And it's when you squeeze the thing and you can see, like, look at the juices just bubbling up. I mean, it's deeply succulent, but it's all in there, so it'll actually be in the bite.
Exactly.
Enough talking.
All right,
Let's just
you
get in
done?
there.
Can we eat now?
We can. Oh my God. I'll take that. That is so excellent. I don't even know what else to say about it. Like, I've had it 100 times. I'm usually really drunk. It's like now, like in the full reality of daylight with my palate completely primed.
Yeah.
That is so superb.
Thank you.
The first thing that hits you is actually the flavor of char grilled hamburger. Very familiar, you think you're in a backyard, and then you get that wallop of dry-aged beef.
Right.
It's like every dry-aged room you've ever walked into, that profound, nutty, steely. But this, because it's 45 days, it's really got those blue cheesy notes, right?
Exactly.
But almost bordering on the Parmesan, like when it gets that dry, right? And those flavors come through.
I mean, this is all about the beef. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important.
Right, and I have to say that, you know,
beef.
I talk a lot of shit about brioche, but
it needs it.
No, it works great.
It
doesn't interfere. It's not too sweet. The flavor of the beef is allowed to come through. That is, without doubt, the most intense hamburger pie I've ever eaten. Mm-hmm. Well, cheers to the Beatrice.
Cheers.
And to the 45-day dry-aged hamburger.
Yeah, long may she reign.
Indeed.
Nick, one more bite and then you wrap up.
Can I eat more?
No, I mean you can, but we need one shot. And you can finish it, but we need to get moving.
I know I have a whole show to do, but I don't want to stop eating.